baseball from New Yankee Stadium. Get ready, it's the Subway Series, Mets and Yankees, next. Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Mets and their crosstown rivals, the New York Yankees. Welcome into our coverage of Mets baseball on the show. Matt Vasgersian here. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. They'll match up against the big fella, the hard-throwing left-hander C.C. Sabathia. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Kiki Bones will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Here's the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
And you've got a couple of clubs here that are each in first place in their divisions coming in. So you start to wonder, maybe this could even possibly be a World Series preview. Granted, it may be a bit premature, but each of these teams is at least in the conversation.
2-2 pitch on the way. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. A look here at the scouting report, as there are the pitches and corresponding speeds we'll see him use this afternoon. Rusty Red will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around, because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Here he comes on 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Two. And this will be fouled away. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Rico Black will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. Full count pitch on its way. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Shorty Mack will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. A runner on first with 2 away. 3-2, here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. And the ball hops on Teixeira, but he's able to stay with it. Nice play for the final out. So a good start here in the first for CC Sabathia. Mets 0. Yankees coming up. It's crosstown action on Major League Baseball, the show. Starting lineup for the Yankees looks like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. One on the way. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Red will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running it down.
Brett Gardner will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. The 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. EK, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field here in this scoreless ball game. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the game.
And a good swing right there gets them the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Stepping in now, Alex Rodriguez. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Here comes a 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's the 2-2 offering. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. Brown is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
Into the box now, Mark Teixeira. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 now to Teixeira. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's another 1-2. Fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. The Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. New York off to a 1-0 lead. Chubby Ali will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play. Here's the full count offering. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, this is a ground ball pitcher, but what happens when you get a lot of ground balls? Well, occasionally they're going to find a hole out there for base hits. So now you've got the leadoff hitter aboard, and this is in a position where they may be thinking about running.
Antonio Moose will dig in here. Here's Sabathia on 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
J.J. Watts will take his first cuts here with the runner still at first and 1 away now. Here he comes, 3-1. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
And now prior to the 3-1, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. 3-1 on the way. Swing and a ball chop foul down. Good leaning and a high chopper. Knee high. He barehands it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets leave 1. It remains 1-0. Ryan McCann will take his first swings here. And as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Now the pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And taken in out there for the first out. Chase Headley will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play sixth in the American League in hitting. One out, nobody on. Here it comes. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Now the 1-2. And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Starlin Castro will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play. Now the 3-1 pitch. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And Castro's got himself a base hit. And that'll extend his hit streak as well, as he's now reached a Baker's dozen, 13 ball games. Aaron Hicks will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. One pitch on the way. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Here it comes, 2-1. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Now a ball lined towards center field. Base hit.
This is just a guy taking advantage of a good count to hit it. He's got a pretty good idea that he's going to see the hard stuff here, so he just gears up for the fastball and drives it right back up the middle. The 3-2 pitch. Runner goes for second, and he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning. Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started, so they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here. Rusty Red will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Pickoff move to second. Don't want to forget about him. Ready now on 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal. If you think about it, this is the perfect time to call for this. You know, your pitcher out there is having a hard time throwing strikes. He's not going to be as focused as he should be on the base runners, and they take advantage. That's a great call from the dugout.
before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Ready with the 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time, 2-2.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
The 2-2 coming. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Gardner is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Rico Black will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 1-1 starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Ellsbury has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
And against a guy like this, wow, you'll take any run you can get. So that was a good job of manufacturing the run here.
Shorty Mack will stand in. He grounded out his first time. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that winds up hitting him. And rather bizarrely, the inning is over. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Didi Gregorius will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Here comes the 1-2. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Red will back up and put this away for a long out number 1.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning. And it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. The 2-2. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats. And he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
And the way this guy's pitching, You can bet these guys are thinking, hey, goodness, he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
In now, Brett Gardner. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Bones will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. Chubby Ali will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Here comes the 2-1. Toward the alley in left center, that's a base hit. And with his speed, he may be thinking about 2. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now Sabathia's 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Now a spin and a throwback to second, just keeping him close. Here's the 1-2. And they get him off balance that time as it's slapped the other way to short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Standing in now, J.J. Watts. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Here's the 2-2 home. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, he's done a pretty good job here of rendering that leadoff double useless. He's come back with a ground out, then a strikeout, and so now it's going to come down to a 2-out base hit if they want to score right here.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A 2-1 offering. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They still lead it 2-1. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Mark Teixeira will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and Teixeira gets on top of this one as this ball sent in the air to deep right. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. It's a 2-run home run for Mark Teixeira. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he served up here in the first few innings. Bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Stepping in now, Brian McCann. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Now another 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, the dangerous Chase Headley. 3-2, here it comes. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Chase Headley will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
I can laugh at this because I've been there. But watch his reaction to this hit by pitch. Oh, that hurts. That'll be black and blue for a month.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Red is right there, 1 down. Our next broadcast, well, we won't be alone. We'll have the national audience with us for Sunday Night Baseball as you see the pitching matchup we'll have in store for you tomorrow night. Aaron Hicks will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Full count offering on its way. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead now he's on with 1 away.
Bases are loaded here with 1 away. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-1 home. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Now, the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. Another 2-2 offering. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. 3 runs already home here. Ready with another 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. 3-2 with the bases loaded. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do. And that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees lead it 5-2. Chris Dickerson will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Ready on 2-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And a great start to the 5th. That ball is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's a 5-3 game now.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
In now, Kiki Bones tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Here's Sabathia on 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Now another 1-2. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Another 1-2 delivery. Chopper foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Here he comes again. 1-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. Rusty Red will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Now the 1-1. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Man, he can flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Rico Black will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pitch inside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Now, and this does not look pretty as he's taking all the weight off that left leg. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be an injury that may sideline him for a significant amount of time. Yoenis Cespedes will try and loosen up here as he'll be the runner at second base following the injury. Next pitch will make an even 80 pitches for Sabathia. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Both teams with 6 hits so far. CC ready with the 2-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Now the 2-2 home from Sabathia, and he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
0-2 coming from Sabathia, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he's probably guessing sinker there, so he knows not to follow through with the swing.
Get the strikeout, man!
The 1-2 with one away, and this is fouled back and out of play. A throw behind the runner at second. Runner's back. Here's another 1-2. And you can tell he wants swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Chubby Ali will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Well, you've got to imagine that out there on the mound, once this ball leaves the bat, he's got to be thinking, all right, I'm out of the inning. But then this thing had a lot of carry to it, nice backspin, and then it just doinks off that foul pole for a 2-out, 2-run homer. Those are the ones that really hurt.
Standing in now, Antonio Moose, fouled straight back. 4 runs here in this half inning. 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Yankees 5. Yoenis Cespedes will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field,
Number 52.
CJ Pack is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Number 3, CJ Pack.
Alex Rodriguez will start things out here for the Pinstripers, to be followed by Mark Teixeira on deck. Here now the 2-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. One away, and the dangerous Mark Teixeira will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
One thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Stepping in now, Brian McCann. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, a good bounce back there after the hit by pitch. He wasn't afraid to come right back inside. That's a sign of a guy who's fearless out there. That's a good thing.
Into the box now, Chase Headley. Hit hard but foul. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Headley. Goes the other way, and he got a lot of it out to deep left. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Dylan Betances will come on in relief now, as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. J.J. Watts will dig in now, as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now here it comes. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Coco Brown will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Here's the 1-1. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Well, I'll tell you, that bat is just miserable. I mean, I think the bat finally just said, look, I've had enough.
Chris Dickerson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. And now here's the third time he stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Here he comes on 3-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and they take a 7-5 lead.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's as locked in as you can get.
In now, Kiki Bones, and this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees 5. Starlin Castro will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 31, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. 5 runs, 6 hits. And 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Didi Gregorius will stand in. Base on balls his last time. 1-1 on the way. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They're down 2, 7-5. Back here in the Bronx, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Kirby Yates is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Kirby Yates.
Yoenis Cespedes will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2-2 pitch on the way. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. The 2-2 one more time. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Rico Black will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. 3-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Shorty Mack will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. Here's another 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, even though he walks him here, that's not really a terrible pitch. I don't think it's a strike, but it's definitely a pitch you'll get a lot of guys to wave at. Sometimes it's okay to keep trying to get guys to chase on 3-2.
Chubby Ali will dig in, needing to come up with a 3-bagger to complete the cycle. 2 out with the man at first. Here he comes on 2-1. Runner goes. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, and here's another look at this one. This is from about 1,500 feet up in the air. It's the blimp cam, everybody. And you saw the jump he got, and he had that one stolen easy.
The 3-1 is on the way. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
And on the mound, you'd like to finish this off, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3-2.
Get strike 3 here. Let's go, Yankees.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time.
Ball 4.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Antonio.
Number 57 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Pitching for the Yankees, number 57.
Antonio Moose will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
J.J. Watts will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
Taking a little bit of a risk there. You'd hate to see him make the final out at second, especially when you've already got a runner on third. But he gets a great jump here, and now a 2-out single will drive home 2 instead of just 1.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. Now the rookie deals on 1 and 2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Mets 8 and the Yankees 5. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Here comes the 1-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Bones comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. Got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Brett Gardner will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The next 3-2. And now for the second batter in a row, this is in the air out to left field. Bones is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Alex Rodriguez will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Another 1-2 delivery. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Tyler Olson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Coco Brown will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. The 1-1. And this is fouled straight back. Here comes a 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Fouled back. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Now another 1-2. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's going to get there as he starts out the 8th with a leadoff triple.
Well, for a rookie, he is certainly exciting when he sets loose out there. He knows from the second he rounds first that he's got 3 bases in mind. He's able to scamper over there and indeed leg out the triple.
Chris Dickerson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ballgame as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. The 3-1 coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Full count pitch on its way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
That's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Kiki Bones will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. A man at 3rd with 1 away. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Yankee Stadium in New York, but it's been the other team from New York that's had the upper hand. The Mets lead this one here in the 8th as you check out the line score to this point. Yoenis Cespedes will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Men on third with 2 down. One pitch on the way. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Here's the 1-2. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Rico Black will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Now the 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Two. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Another try at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're on top by 3, 8-5. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. And he'll step off and try and reset. The 2-1.
Yeah.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Here's the 2-2 offering.
No.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Waiting next is Brian McCann. Payoff pitch coming. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And now you can see that dugout is up in arms, and they want something to be done about it. And I believe something is going to be done about it as the home plate umpires come out, and he's issued a warning to both benches. One more, and you're gone.
And I think that's exactly what you have to do. When it's the same guy that's gotten hit twice now, that's a little more than coincidental. So hopefully this will put an end to all the fireworks.
Brian McCann will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Well, I think he had a bit of a lapse in concentration to that last guy, but no such problems here. This is a perfect pitch with a runner on first base as he gets him to bounce right into the double play.
Standing in now, Chase Headley. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
Toward the gap in right center, this is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And you know, in the offseason, there were a handful of clubs bidding pretty heavily for Headley's services. The Giants were in the mix, the Marlins, the Astros. But in the end, he wanted to re-sign with the Yankees all along, and he drives this one for 2 bases.
Starlin Castro will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Full count pitch on its way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Shorty, Mack will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Now the 3-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Three and 2, here it is. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Driven the other way out to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as they open up a 4-run lead. Ivan Nova will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Ivan Nova.
Chubby Ali will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Now the 3-0 offering. That one's in there, 3-1. Plenty of home runs to go around so far as you see the elevated totals there. Here comes the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. And that one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Here's the full count offering. Runners off for second. And this is hit well towards the hole. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
3-2. They're going to send that runner to try and stay out of the double play. And this works to perfection here as he's going to keep on going right around second. He'll make it all the way up to third.
Stepping in now, J.J. Watts. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. There's one. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
This is a good effort here at first to try to get this double play, but this was always going to be a play that was going to be a tough turn. In the end, the run's going to score on what will be ruled a fielder's choice.
Into the box, Coco Brown. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Ready now on 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 2-1 home. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 4 to 6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the Bronx after this. Aaron Hicks will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 2-1. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. Cespedes is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
The 1-2 with 1 away. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder,
Jacoby Ellsbury is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes the 1-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
The final line score.